know about you, but I love crab cakes. And where do the best crab cakes come from? They come from Maryland. And guess what? We have our own little slice of Maryland heaven right here in Jacksonville Beach at the Marlin Moon. Hi, I'm Henrietta Hank Watson with Henriettables, and we're here at the Marlin Moon Grill for the islandtimes.com. Now, if you love crab cakes the way I do, you're going to want to see how Gary makes these crab cakes. He brought them down from Maryland, where everybody knows that's where you go for crab cakes. He brought down the recipe, he brought down these orange crushes. They're fabulous. He's going to show you exactly how he makes them, and you're going to want to come eat some. Look at all these fabulous ingredients that Gary's going to be using to show us how to make these wonderful, wonderful crab cakes. And while he's doing that, I'm going to drink my orange crush.
All right, we're going to take a couple eggs. This is going to be our liaison. We're going to make this first. This is our wet side.
So is that like a dangerous liaison?
Oh, I don't know. It just keeps everything together. Going to use some dry mustard. I use Coleman's. Some lemon juice. Some parsley flakes. Dry is good, but these are fresh. Some Hellmann's mayonnaise. I always use that. About 3 or 4 tablespoons.
Wow, that's a lot of mayo.
And then a couple dashes of hot sauce.
Perfect.
It's not coming out, but that's all right. Some Dijon mustard, but in Baltimore, they do in Baltimore style, they use just regular yellow mustard. We try to be a little fancier.
That's what Dijon mustard does.
Right.
And mustard's a great emulsifier if you don't know that. So if you're making a vinaigrette and you put mustard in it, it's a wonderful emulsifier.
Little Worcestershire sauce. And the secret ingredient is baking powder. It kind of leavens the crab cakes, so when you bake them, they puff up. This is why we're making this first, so it kind of leavens. You can see it get kind of bubbly. And it reacts with heat, so we're going to let that come together. And then we're going to go to our dry ingredients. This is a jumbo lump crab meat. You can buy it around here. We're going to mix some panko breadcrumbs. We use this is a pound of crab meat, and this is a half a cup of panko.
Wow, that's a great ratio.
Yeah, Florida's a little bit more usually, but the reason I use panko is because when you add the wet mix, it actually looks like crab meat. You don't want to mix it too much because you're paying for the lumps. Definitely want some Old Bay in this.
Look at that stuff bubbling. Isn't that neat?
Right. And when they go in the oven, they'll puff up. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our wet mix to the dry. And we're going to just fold this in gently. Because again, you're paying for the lumps. And then the best thing to do is to put this in your refrigerator so the panko breadcrumbs will soak up the wet mix.
So do you make up large batches of this every day?
We make at least 55 a day, which is 12 pounds of crab meat.
That's a lot of crab meat.
Then what you want to do, our oven's going. We usually use 450 here in a convection oven for our crab cakes. We're just going to pan spray. Now these are going to come out wet because again, that's so you want them set up. I probably shouldn't have as much liquid, but we use ice cream scoop here. And we portion ours out to 5 ounces. You can use your hands if you want. And all you're going to do is make these little dollops here. And again, you want to wait because they'll tighten up, yeah.
Firm up.
Yeah. And this should make 4 nice sized crab cakes.
Wow. That's a lot of crab.
Right, it's all crab, except for a little bit of panko. So we're going to put that in our oven. Again, you can do 350. All you need to do is make them brown, and like the crab meat's all cooked. Here we use pasteurized eggs, but just want the middle to set. From the magic of TV, out of our oven, here's a finished product.
So the crab cakes are the signature dish on the menu here, but there are a lot of other great food items on the menu. Gary makes some magic with some fish too. But they also have their signature drink, the Orange Crush, and Jesse's going to show us just how you make that. Jesse?
We start with some crushed ice.
I guess that's where the crush part comes from.
Yep. And then you do 2 ounces of orange vodka.
Unless it's me, then it's 3 ounces.
Yep, she likes 4 sometimes. And then 1 ounce of triple sec. And then you take a whole fresh squeezed orange.
Look how that little contraption moves there. Isn't that cool? And this place just smells like fresh oranges when she does this. It's great.
And then you put a little bit of Sprite. And then
shake it, baby.
And you tap it off with some more crushed ice.
And there you have a beautiful orange crush. Once again, crab cakes are amazing, but they have a lot of other wonderful things on the menu. The pork chops are amazing as well. I mean, really, really good. So you know they can go gluten-free for you. Gary's from Maryland, so he specializes in the crab cakes and the seafood, but everything on the menu is good. And you know, I'm a big fan of the orange crush, so come on in, check them out, and I promise once you come in, you are going to love them and you'll keep coming back.